Hey YouTube, this is X Division Champ RDS of Team Duelist Republic here, and this is kind of belated, but we went to sneak the Legacy of the Valiant sneak peeks, and I did happen to do some decently well. Recap: I acquired two snakes, uh, pulled two secret rares, first Monarch and Rainbow Karibo. Traded the Rainbow Karibo to one of my friends, who really wanted the Rainbow Karibo, and I really wanted the Bujin stuff. Don't know why I wanted the Rainbow Karibo. It might come back to bite me. But I got some neat stuff. And yeah, some shit came up missing today. Some things got stolen today. So I don't know. Nothing that was on. I don't think anything that was worth getting. Anyways, I'm going to sit through and I'm going to go through my deck profile now. Okay. Got one, two, three. Yamato, obviously base core standard of the deck. And if you're hearing anything, it's the aquarium. Uh, core standard core standard monster on the deck. You want this sumbitch out on the field as long as humanly possible. So basically, that's what you want on the field at all times. And Yamato is the main card of the deck. Is always going to be the boss card of the deck. More than likely, I'd say Yamato will get a reprint in that gold pack that's coming out. Anyways, let's go on to the next card. I'm now running 1, 2, 3 Bujin Mikazuchi. Reason why I run 3 now is because this one here was a Brotherhood of the Firefish Bear. Bear costed me a game because I had everything in hand. I was playing against Dark Worlds. I had the Shadow Imprisoning Mirrors, just wasn't drawing them yet. Anyways, Bear costed me a game because I cannot get over Grapha. And granted, it was an easy side against that because he had Light Imprisoning Mirrors. So, yeah. So next up, the 3. So I have a reason why I run him, and he does his job well. He is the replacement Bujin Beast Warrior. If Yamato dies, or if Mikazuchi dies for that matter, you can respawn him. So it's primarily to maintain my field presence and keep my field presence on the board. So yeah, 1, 2, 3 Crane, and I like Crane very much. It's our honest. Next up, 1, 2 Peacock. Peacock is another searcher for the deck. The next one up, basically in main phase 2, if I haven't used any non-Bujin effects, I can discard Peacock from my hand and add any Bujin from my deck to my hand. So basically, yes, another searcher. Whenever a Bujin Beast Warrior dies, Pavo comes into play, and I've only made room for 1 Pavo because there's only enough room for 1 Pavo right now. Until if I do get 2, I might eliminate the Peacocks because I do not like the Peacocks. They kind of fuck with my plays. Next up, Bujingi Hair. Bujingi Hair is like a one-shot lance for that turn. It can't be destroyed by battle or card effect once the duel it's used. So yeah. Next up, Turtle ×2. Turtle is amazing. You always want it in your graveyard at all times. And next up, Squealin. Not as much as Turtle, but however, if Queelan was the rare and Turtle was the super, I would have been much more happy. Turtle was a rare. I mean, not Turtle, but Queelan was a rare. And, yeah. I'm now only running 1 Centipede because I had to make room for Pavo. If I was to take Pavo out, it would be bump Centipede back up to 2. Or if I bump Peacock down to 0, I can add another Pavo and add a Centipede. I'm still working on the deck. And the last monster for my deck, and that's honest. Honestly, that's the last monster for my deck. Yeah, I know, puns, guys don't like them that often. But yeah, I have my argument for why to run 3 Mikazuchis over that. It's not like anyone's going to be running Bujin Unity or whatever. Bujin Carnation Duality. As of right now, the post-primal legacy build of Bujins will run 2 of these. Just because they actually have you could actually get it done. Otherwise, you're not really going to pull it off. However, you got 2 Duality, 1 Bujin Carnation. Now that really makes me wonder. Hold on. Yeah, if your opponent controls a monster, you control no monsters. Target 1 Bujin monster in your graveyard and target 1 banished Bujin monsters. They cannot be used as XC materials. Hey, I just realized you can bring Susano back with Bujin Carnation. I learn new things all the time. So sorry. I never really paid attention because I never really done that because I used Bujin Carnation to make a new fucking Susano. Anyways. And then next up is 2 Kaiser Colosseums. You want one of these out at all times if you can. I was running 3, but 3 is very cloggy. You'll just start drawing into multiples of them. Next up, this, obviously Tenki is the card, the go-to spell searcher for the deck. It's not even part of it, This deck thins out fast, so yeah, take that with a grain of salt. Next up, 2 Lances. And just because, if I'm probably going to make room for more monsters, if I ever do, but I don't think because I'm at a comfortable amount already, Lance would be the first thing to go. 2 MSTs. Dark Hole. Yes, I played Dark Hole because someone's questioned my desire of why I played Dark Hole. Dark Hole is staple in every deck. You're an idiot if you're not going to play one. You can play around it, I guess. However, I'd rather feel safe than sorry. Especially, okay, I have a Mikazuchi on the field or something else. I can replace that Mikazuchi. I will have a field presence. That's how it's going to be. Most people sit there and kind of give me unnecessary hate for my deck. The deck's not built to be the best deck out there. It's just built to be the decent around my locals and my local area and the people I actually duel against. It is great. It works well. It does its trick, and I have a pretty decent handle on them so far. My trap card lineup. I'm only running 1 just because I only have 1. Obviously, you see vanities to the side here. I only have 1 of these too, but however, I don't like I'm controlling more with Kaiser than I'm controlling with Emptiness. If I have Emptiness also out on the field, then yes is a double whammy. Yes, Regalia to add any of my hand traps back to my hand. Or Susano, worst case scenario. Solemn Warning. Chain. Mirror Force. Now, I'm still working on my extra deck, okay? So forgive me if it's not up to your standards, people. But I'm still working on it, and it works so far. 2 Bujinte Susano, and I don't believe in maxing it out, because, Bujins are meant to summon these guys, not most of your other ones, number 50 and Gaga Cowboy, maybe. Yeah. Obviously, searcher for the deck, main searcher outside of the main deck. Does his thing well. Attacks all monsters. Has that Chimera attack basic. Now has that Berserk Dragon clause because I do believe Berserk Dragon is the first one to actually do that, or Tyrant Dragon, one of the 2. I Actually, yes, it was Berserk Dragon, actually. Tyrant Dragon came out after that. Bujinte Kagutsuchi, I have my reasons. This guy's amazing. I generally, when the rabbit was at 2, I always went into Kagutsuchi on DN, anyways. But when rabbit went to 1, it kind of fucked me royally on that deck. Okay, next up, Bujinte Tsukuyomi. I decided to add it to the main deck, extra deck, just to play test it. Utopia and Utopia Ray, never know. Gotta get Cowboy. You can push for that extra 800 to go for game. Yeah, this is my Bujin deck. Strict solely my build. I haven't neck decked anyone. I'm not neck decking anyone. I have not really seen anyone's post Bujin. Post legacy builds, anyways. If any Bujin player sees this deck, don't give me hate for my choices. Suggest to me better options. I'm all for criticism, but in fairness, criticism should be constructive. And I would go into my side deck, but I'm sure people I know is going to go ahead and watch my video, so I'm not going to go directly into my side deck, so yeah. Anyways, see you YouTube.